Hi, I'm Heidi. I'm the founder of Moola Masters. This is the Moola Master YouTube channel where we talk about everything money. We're going to talk about income streams. We're going to talk about spending plans, savings, investing, the pros and cons of borrowing, and how to protect your assets. Everything and anything is up for grabs. Thank you for joining us on the Moola Master YouTube channel. Hello, it's Heidi, founder of Moola Masters, and today we're going to be talking about IRAs, traditional versus Roth. So last time we talked about traditional versus Roth 401ks, and so we're going to see some of the same themes happening today. So anyway, traditional versus Roth. This is, of course, pre-tax, and this is post-tax, just like for our 401k difference. And the maximum amount you can contribute to your IRA every year in 2022 is $6,000 unless you're over 50, in which case they allow a catch-up contribution of $1,000, so $7,000 is what you can put in. So that is going to be your maximum contribution, pre-tax versus post-tax. So what else you need to know? So let's see. So taking withdrawals, you can start withdrawing money from a traditional when you're 59 and a half years old from a traditional IRA. And that is younger if you're disabled, then you can just file the form to be able to withdraw earlier. If you withdraw before 59 and a half, you're going to have to pay taxes on your withdrawal plus a 10% fine. If you make it to 59 and a half and you want it to sit there and keep growing for you, you can leave it there. However, once you hit 72 years old, you're going to have to start taking distributions from your IRA, which means you're going to have to start taking money out, claiming it as income on your taxes, which may affect what you're paying for or getting for Social Security in the future, or paying for your insurance, your Medicare insurance, that kind of thing. For a Roth, you can withdraw contributions whenever you want. So you do not have to wait until 59 and a half. You can withdraw them earlier. You cannot, however, withdraw gains. So say you've contributed $6,000 a year for 10 years, so $60,000, and you've had it invested and it's done decently, and now the amount in there, including what you've gotten from your investments, is $80,000. You can withdraw from this bucket, but you cannot withdraw from your gains of that $20,000 that your investment earns. If you do that, you will have to pay taxes on that before 59 and a half, plus that 10% fine. You also do not have to withdraw any money from your Roth IRA after you hit 72. You can withdraw that money anytime you want. And after 59 and a half, you can withdraw gains and contributions without paying any taxes or fines. So there's different rules about who can use which type of IRA. So the first thing to know is that traditional IRAs, everybody can open a traditional IRA and contribute to it, but it's not pre-tax for everybody. So the IRA, or IRS, has something called a maximum adjusted growth income. They got a form that you got to fill out every year, and they decide based on the income on that form whether or not your contribution to your traditional IRA is a tax deduction. So let's say you make $100,000 a year. You put $6,000 into your traditional IRA, and the IRS plugs it into their formula, this form that you have to fill out, and so instead, and decides whether or not this can be deducted from your $100,000. So normally you would take your $6,000 and I only pay taxes of $94,000. That is no longer the case. If you're a single person making over $68,000 in 2022, you cannot take you cannot use this as a $6,000 write-off because you make more than $68,000 according to their adjusted gross income. So that's an important thing to know. And they do it differently whether or not you have a 401k with your work, whether or not you're filing jointly with a spouse or separately, and whether or not you're married. So that's sort of a complicated thing, but that's something to know, is that not everybody gets to take advantage of the pre-tax traditional IRA. You can all put money into it, but you might not have that tax advantage. The other thing to know is not everybody qualifies for a Roth IRA, and that's also based on income. So if you are single or a couple filing separately and you make over $104,000, or if you make less than that, you can contribute to a Roth. If you make between $104,000 and $144,000, you can contribute to a Roth, but it may not be the full $6,000. It might be half of that, $3,000 that you can contribute to the Roth. If you are married filing jointly, your cutoff for maximum amount of contributions is $204, but you may be able to take off some of it and put it in a Roth to $214. If that makes any sense. Now these laws can all change. This is 2022 numbers. So anyway, so what are people to do, right? You know, I make too much money according to the IRA. To the IRS, we make more than $68,000 per year when they figured out the form. So my $6,000 is not really pre-tax. I can put it in there, but I'm going to have to pay taxes on it. I can't deduct it. And I make too much to put into my Roth IRA. So there's another option that's completely legal, and this is called a backdoor Roth IRA. So how do you do this? There are different ways to open up IRAs, of course. So you can open up an IRA at your bank. You can open it up on any online ones. Vanguard, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, all come to mind. There's more out there, of course. So what you're going to do is you go to their website, you open a traditional IRA, you deposit your $6,000, then you open a Roth IRA, and you deposit, and then you transfer that $6,000 into the Roth. And now you have a backdoor IRA. Now remember, this $6,000 you may have to pay taxes on. If you make under a certain amount of money, you might have been able to qualify for that as a pre-tax contribution to a traditional IRA. But if you make over that certain amount of money, which is the only reason why you would do a backdoor Roth, you've already paid taxes on that $6,000, so you can roll that right over into your Roth and you'll be all set. And so that way, when it's time for you to withdraw or to retire or to need to withdraw money, you're not going to have to pay any taxes on that money. If you're over 59 and a half, you don't have to pay any taxes on that for your gains either. So that's it for traditional versus Roth IRAs. Next time we're going to be talking about options for retirement accounts for the self-employed. We'll see you then. Thank you for joining us on the Moola Master YouTube channel. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe below. And if there's a specific topic you would like to see us go over, please put it in the comments so we can go over it at a later episode. We'll be publishing weekly, so stay tuned for more. If you are interested in one-on-one financial coaching and help with a financial plan, please see our website at Moola, Moola, masters.com. We'll see you there.